I'm so excited to have you guys on here. So me and Mari wanted to host this call because I feel like we both feel it's something that's very important. And we have to, you guys, basically, even if we wanted to do this call just in case you haven't came across these little bumps in the road. If you ever come across them, you are going to know how to handle it and how to take action. Okay. So one of the things that I want to talk about is communication. Okay. And setting the, what is it? I'm always losing my words. Setting the expectation right when you start working with your business partner and saying, hey, you know what, yes, sometimes it can be people that you know and your friends, but besides our friendship, this is also a business that we are going to be doing this together. This is going to take work from you. I'm going to give in to you, but when I throw the ball, you need to throw that ball back at me. Okay. So one of the big things, you guys, is communication. Okay. And honestly, it's even having just the common courtesy, if someone is reaching out to you and asking you, hey, do you need help? Or maybe they see your potential and they see that you can be lacking in an area and they're reaching out to you to help you like get back on track, or like, hey, what's going on? Receive that with like an open mind, like don't receive it as in you're being criticized or they're above you. This is not about power or levels or anything like that, you guys. So receive it with an open heart. And yes, we understand. So for example, a really big issue is if someone is messaging you, right? Someone on your team and you don't reply, that is just very unrespectful, you guys. Okay. And it's not that you have to answer right away because we all have lives. We're at work and we're busy. But take that time. Sometimes it can even be until the next day. We get it, right? But take the time to be like, hey, reply, whatever it might be, like what's going on. Yes, I'm available to talk, this, blah, 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 blah. But don't just let messages go by, because remember, you guys, the energy that we are giving off, right? So if you're having that energy of, I'm not going to reply to them, I don't, whatever it is that you're thinking, you are giving off that energy to attract more of that. Okay. And not only that, but we need to have, that common, what word did I say earlier?
Expectation.
Understanding.
Okay.
Huh? That understanding, the courtesy. Yes, you guys, going back and forth with one another. Okay. And like, there doesn't have to be any cattiness, anything like that. You want to have a strong relationship with your team, right? Because you guys, without a team, we are nothing. We are nothing without a team. And you don't want to start implementing these things where, oh, I'm not going to answer, because then that can go on in your team. And then there's not going to be no community. There's not going to be no teamwork. There's going to be like cattiness about this and about that. And it's just gonna, you guys, it'll get to a point where it's like, what the heck happened? Like things blew out of the water. So make sure that the communication is there. I have started doing when I'm going to have a new partner with me. Hey, you know what? If it comes to the point where this is something that you don't want to do anymore, that is totally fine, right? But just have that courtesy to be like, hey, you know what? This is maybe not for me, whatever it is, but just don't do the whole, I'm just not going to talk to you, right? Especially in the beginning when you are talking a lot to your mentor and they're helping you, they're doing this for you, that for you, right? They're working with your downline as well. And then boom, there's the communication is cut, and it's like, what happened here? Communication, just like in any other relationship, right? With your parents, with your kids, with your family, with your partner, is key. And it's really key in this industry as well. Have those open lines of communication, right? let the person that you're working with what your expectations are, right? As far as, and I've sent messages and it's like, hey, I don't think I'm asking too much if I am asking for a response from you, right? Let me know how you feel, so let them know like, hey, how does is it too much? Am I asking for too much by asking you to reply when I ask you a question or when I call you or something, right? You're not going to send a message like, hey, like blah, blah, like just starting drama. No, right? Just, hey, what's going on, right? Another thing that I wanted to talk about is same thing like on our chat, right? The chats, I'm sure, how many of you, I want to see a one on the chat. How many of you have talked about our community and how our community is so amazing and how you receive like this amazing morning text and there's so much positivity and there's, right? Like our community is everything, right? This group chat that we have is like our own little secure place where sometimes when we're having a bad day, we can go in here and we're going to have all those positive things that get us back on track, right? So I see a lot of ones. Yes. Okay. So now ask yourself, are you yourself contributing to that? Are you sharing the podcast that has helped you through the day? Are you sending off a positive message at some point of the day? I know like a lot of us have like a busy morning, stuff like that. But when you get a chance, are you sending out some positive vibes into your chat? Are you, and even if you guys, even if you don't have a team on the chat, that doesn't even matter because you should be showing up as a person that you want to attract into your team, right? We have to give it out those positive vibes to get that back, right? We can't say like this, that, or chat this or chat that, but then we're the ones that we're not even active on there. We're not showing the love. We're not helping. Hey, this is a podcast that really helped me today. This is a meditation that I really liked, a guided meditation, whatever it be. This quote helped me get by today. Let me shoot it to you guys, or just some words. Some days, you guys, we wake up really inspired, and share what's on your heart. You never know what it's going to do for somebody else, like just having that message and creating that strong community within each other, because our space that we have together is so sacred, you guys. Not everybody has what we have. And I'm telling you this because I have experienced coming from another company where we have nothing compares to it, you guys. So make sure that the communication is there between you and your mentor, you and everybody on your team, your downlines, right? Money taught me to work wide and deep. So I'm not just going to talk to my directs. I'm not going to just go up to a certain level to talk to people. No. Here, we're going to help whoever needs our help, right? Stepping in for others when they can't do something. So with each person, like let's just be humans, you guys. Let's just be humans. Give off the respect that we would like to receive ourselves. Okay. Let me see if I have if I missed any of my notes. So yeah, you guys, this is the health of our business, and it's going to be in communication, just like anything else. And I wanted to touch on communication, on respect, on bringing that energy that you talk about that we are giving in this chat. Be a participant. Don't wait for others to just always being the ones that are giving off, oh, well, they're going to send a morning message anyways. Oh, they're going to share a podcast, or take the initiative. Take the initiative to show up for yourself, because guess what? When you have a team, you're already going to be in the flow of this, and how you are showing up, this is how your team learns to show up when they start growing their team, So just share your positivity, respect, communication always. And don't be like scared to be like, hey, can we have a quick conversation really quick? Sometimes, we just have to clear the air. Sometimes you might be feeling like one person might think it's a really big deal and the other one doesn't even think about it, right? Because it wasn't a big deal to them. So if you guys are both on the same page, it's going to clear up a lot of things. And it's going to help your business continue growing and flourishing, and also the relationship that you have with this person. That's it for me.
Okay, so Erica and I were talking, and we were talking the other day. And we're like, okay, like we need to, like just checking in on our businesses and trying to see like what are certain things that needed to be addressed, because I took off my eyelashes and I look so weird with the eyelash extensions. I'm like looking at myself. It looks cute though. It's fine. I look clean. Okay, so we were talking and we're like, all right, so what do we need to touch on? There's certain things that need to be spoken about because they go on in silence. And we claim to have a beautiful community, and we do. We truly do have a beautiful community, okay? But it doesn't mean that it goes without drama, that it goes without like personalities crashing and certain people not getting along, because at the end of the day, one, we're human beings, and two, it's a lot of women together, okay? And we all know how we are. We PMS, we have this, we have that. We wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Some of us are a little bit more dramatic than others. Some of us have not done enough personal development to learn how to let things go and to really focus on the lessons on and on the growth, okay? So although we have to be patient with everyone, and we have to like give this environment of community that we have, of support, of empowerment, of we're all here to follow our dreams, and each and every single one of us are in this team. We're each other's anchors. Like we're the ones that hold each other down. We are the ones that give each other wings as well to believe that we can make this happen, okay? But there will come a time in your business, maybe you're experiencing this right now, maybe you haven't experienced this yet, and you're in this call and you're like, wait, no, like everything about this business is great. What are these girls talking about? Is there something that I don't know? No, it's not something that you don't know. It's that there will come a time in your business that there is going to be a bad fruit. And you know what happens when there is a bad fruit? If you leave it around every single other fruit is going to rot. Okay, you have to take the fruit out, the rotten fruit, and you have to take care of that from the beginning. um Something that I heard on a podcast, I want to say, i i I respect Jessie Lee a lot, but like I hate how like loud she is. Like I cannot take that podcast. But sometimes I need a little slap on the face. So I'll go and I'll listen to her. And I think I grabbed this from her, that you have to kill the dragon when it's a baby. If you don't kill the dragon when it's a baby, the dragon is going to grow. And it's going to be really hard to take care of it once that dragon is big. Okay, like how are you supposed to deal with a big ass dragon when you're this big? Okay, so whenever you encounter an issue in your business, you need to speak up. Whenever you have an opinion about something, you feel a certain way about something, it needs to be addressed. Do not address it on the chat. Okay, chats are the group chats are meant for positivity, are meant for support, are meant for empowerment. It's not that we want to hide issues from others, absolutely not, because we're still going to go and take care of the issue privately. Whenever there is an issue, whether it's with the downline, with the sideline, with an upline, make a phone call, send a message, meet for coffee, whatever it is. Guys, we're grown adults. And I really want us to look at this business like the opportunity that is going to change our lives and our families' lives. If I would have paid attention to all the bullshit that I've been dealing with since the beginning, not bullshit with Monet, like bullshit with life, since the beginning of my business, I would have quit. I would have said, I cannot take this. But no, my eyes were on the prize since the beginning. My family needs a better life. And I'm going to put my emotions aside, and I'm going to deal with things like an adult, with respect, with communication. Communication is key in everything. Lack of communication is what ends marriages. Lack of communications is what creates grudges. Lack of communications is what ends friendships for an entire life. Lack of communication, it's what kills a business. Okay, so you need to be able to communicate without holding, grudges, without coming from from hard feelings. No, simply share your opinion on certain things. I hate to see people go when it comes to things like these, things that could have been spoken about since the beginning, and it stayed quiet for so long that it got to a point where people, one or the other just quits, or the other one is brought down so much that just takes a step back from her own business because she doesn't feel comfortable anymore. And I'm not speaking about anyone specific. I've been in this business for long enough to talk about like many different situations that I have been aware of and even a part of. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. So, you know, the name of this call is gratitude and respect. Culture always wins. We need to keep a culture of helping each other and supporting each other. We need to keep a culture of meeting our people halfway. As an upline, I need to meet you guys halfway. I'm not meant to go above and beyond for someone that's not meeting me halfway. As a downline, you need to meet your upline halfway. Your upline does not need to babysit you. Your upline is not meant to be on your ass telling you what to do. There's expectations given, there's trainings that you need to jump on. There's, you know, if you say that you're going to do something, you need to keep your word and you need to do it. And not because you told your upline you were going to do it, but because you're breaking promises that you're making for yourself, and it's going to end up harming your business. Okay, I want to touch on drama. A lot of people come into this business with their good friends, with a friend of a friend, with the cousin, with the sister, with the whatever, you know, like we come from knowing each other from before. And maybe, you know this person, and then someone joins and you happen to know that person from high school, and you guys were like nemesis in high school. I don't know how to say that word. And you're like, oh my God, now I have to deal with this girl. I haven't seen her since high school, and now we're in the same chat and it's supposed to be empowering and I can't freaking stand her. How am I supposed to deal with this? We're going to go back to the same thing. We're grown adults and we all come into this business, and network marketing is personal development with a paycheck. And we all have an opportunity to grow. We all have an opportunity to learn. We all have an opportunity to become better people. Okay, so let's all start from scratch when we come into this business, and let's become the best versions of ourselves, and let's help each other and let's support each other. I would hate to see businesses crumble and keep on crumbling because of drama, because um because an uplines, listen to this. Okay, this goes to every single one of you that are uplines. Do not go and talk bad about another downline to another downline, or do not go and complain about anyone in your business to someone that is under you, as in like downline, not like they're lower than you. Okay, don't do that. Don't ever go and complain about anyone. Don't ever go and talk shit about anyone. Don't ever, I understand our feelings can get hurt. My feelings have gotten hurt many times. I have gone above and beyond for so many people. I have stayed up until 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning with different time zones, helping with potential calls, helping with team calls, flying to other cities, doing whatever it is that I need to do to help my people grow and to see them succeed, because I genuinely want to see everyone succeed, just for them to turn their backs on me and go. And you know what? As long as you're growing, as long as you're being successful, as long as you're helping your people, I have no problem you divorcing me as your upline. It's fine. Okay, it's not a problem. But don't ever go and talk about someone else when there's someone that is a part of your business, and that it's a big part of your business. I'm gonna take hot tea with lemon. Thank you, Katya. She sent me a private message. I'm like dying. My mom brought me water. I did a call earlier, and she's like, she saw that I was gonna do a call. She's like, I'm gonna bring you some water because I know you're gonna choke. I am choking right now, but it's fine. I know I'm gonna get over it. So, guys, we need to be grateful for what we have. Let's not forget the hand that, I think Joe posted something on her story about this today. Like, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Let's be grateful for the support that we've received so far. If you feel upset at any moment, I ask you to please go and have conversations, grown conversations with whoever you need to have a conversation with, so you can continue and growing your business. When your vision is clear, when your focus is clear, when you know exactly where it is that you're going, you're not going to get caught up on petty shit. You're just not. I do not get caught up on any petty shit. Why? Because I have a daughter that I need to feed, I have a mother that I need to take care of, and I have my dreams that I need to fulfill. I cannot get caught up on drama. I cannot get caught up on she said, she did, she that. Either come to me, to my face, let's talk, let's solve things, let's keep on working together, let's keep things cordial, let's keep on growing, let's keep on helping each other. Every single one of us joined this business because we wanted something for our families and we wanted something for ourselves. We cannot let the negativity around us come into our little how do you say cultivo in English? Into our little
Culture.
harvest, no, into our harvest, and let it rot. We've worked so hard to get to where we're at right now that we cannot let one rotten fruit damage the rest of what we have going on. If you need to take the person, if you need to take the person out of the chat, take the person out of the chat. Listen, if there's one thing that I for sure have seen is that whoever is bringing in the drama, they they end up leaving by themselves. If you don't have these conversations, they're going to end up leaving, but they're also going to end up taking a lot of people with them because they were able to rot a lot of people with them. Hold on.
And I just want to add something really quick too, is that you're not going to just, oh, there's drama, I'm going to take you out of the chat. No, you're going to need to reach out and talk to them first, right? And another thing, if you go through like you're going through something, it's something you've never had to come, a problem that's never been in your business before, and you're not sure how to go about it, reach out to your mentor for help, right? Hey, I'm going through the situation right now. I really don't know how to handle it. How do you suggest I can how do you suggest I can handle this right now? I reached out to Mari not a lot of times, but a couple times, like, hey, I've never even been through this before. How do you think I should go about it? And then she would give me advice, and boom, that's what I would do. So there is going to be some times where you're like, whoa, I don't even know what to do here. So just ask for help, ask for help if you need it. Keep and sometimes, you just have to be the bigger person and reach out and be like, hey, what's going on? We all feel vibes, right? You can feel when something is off a little bit. So sometimes we just have to be the bigger person and be like, hey girl, like, let's chat real quick. I feel like the vibe is a little bit different between us. You don't have to come off really strong, because remember, especially with like kids, when you start yelling at a kid, are they going to listen to you? No. Same thing as an adult. You don't want to listen to someone that is coming at you nagging, right? We have to come with like a white flag, like I come in peace, like I want to resolve this.
I think it's important that we also like keep this in mind, and it's that every single one of us are a work in progress. Every single one of us are learning how to become the best versions of ourselves. Like, guys, it might be 3 years into this business, but that doesn't make me the best leader. I only started learning leadership 3 years ago. I'm a baby when it comes to leadership. 20 years from now, I might tell you, oh, I got experience on leadership. Right now, I'm just building myself. I'm just learning. So don't also like hold your uplines to a certain standards, like, oh, my upline should do this, my upline should be that, my upline this, my upline that, and take this victim mindset where like my business is crumbling because my upline doesn't help me, my business is because my upline isn't there, my business that because my upline. Let me stop you right there. I am only responsible for my business. Erica is only responsible for her business. If your business is crumbling, it's because you are not on top of your business. It's because you are not looking at what's going on and addressing what needs to be addressed. This is why we're doing this call. I've been addressing my issues and I've been addressing everything on my own, but people need to know that these are things that need to be taken care of. It doesn't make our business any worse. Our business is incredible. The community that we have is incredible. The culture that we have is incredible. It doesn't mean it's perfect. There's a reason we're bringing this up right now. And it's because it happens. It happens even in the best places. And I truly, genuinely believe that Monet is one of the best places to work at. But we want to keep this culture going. We want to keep this community going. We want to keep this empowerment going. Okay. Don't hold people up to such a high standard either. Don't look at your upline like, guys, as uplines, we also can go through hard patches in our lives where it's going to make us, maybe take a step back from our business, and then we're going to want to come back. Don't close the doors on your uplines if your uplines had to take a step back and now they want to come back in. Say like, oh no, you left me when I need to do the most. You don't know what that person was going through. You never know what that person was going through. And if she wants to come back, you guys can work together. Unless she did something really horrible to you, then you can just work by yourself, like work with your team. And then now that I mentioned that, something that took me a really long time to learn is that in this business, you cannot make it alone. I've been a lone wolf my whole life. I came into this business to make money. I did not come here to make friends. I'm good with friends. Okay. It took me a whole year to realize that I could not make it by myself, that I literally needed to open up my heart to people, and that I needed to help them become successful before any blessings came into my life. The second that I realized that I needed to be there for my people, that's when the blessings literally started pouring into my life to a point where I was like, wait, is this real? Is this my life? Like, God, why are you blessing me so much? And it's because I put me on the back seat and I put my team in the front seat. How can I help my team? How can I support my team? What do they need from me? How can I meet them halfway? Don't make the mistake of babysitting. Don't make the mistake of doing way too much for people that are not doing absolutely anything for you. But still, this is not about you. This is about your people. We're here to help each other. We're here to help help each other grow. To show what personal development is to a lot of people. A lot of people don't know what personal development is. And when they come into network marketing and you ask them, what's personal development? They're like, what is that? And you're like, oh, fuck, I have a long way to go with this one. But hey, you introduce that person to personal development. And maybe the business wasn't for them and maybe they leave, but they're taking personal development with them for the rest of their lives. And maybe they start something new in 2 years and they completely kill it over there because you introduced them to personal development, because you opened that door to that person. Okay, so no hard feelings, no no resentment, no talking about anyone behind their backs, no making up stories in your head. Like, as women, we're really good at that. Have you ever seen your boyfriend texting someone and you're like, who's that? And it's a guy, and you're like, well, he probably changed, maybe it's a she, and he just named him as a he on his phone because he's cheating on me because it's a girl. And then you're like, where was he 3 days ago when he told me he was going to do this? And then you made this whole story in your head that your boyfriend is cheating on you and your boyfriend is loyal to you. Maybe, we don't know. We don't know anymore. But it's so easy to make assumptions. It's so easy to think she's acting this way because of this. And then you start taking and putting these walls when you haven't addressed the situation. Okay. So please have communication. I'm going to invite every single one of you that are on this call tonight that if there is a conversation that you need to have, please go have it for the health of your business, for the future of your business. Take care of the things that need to be taken care of, and don't come with don't let your ego run the conversation. Don't let your walls run the conversation. Come with your heart open, genuinely wanting to fix things because you genuinely want to win and you want to see your people win as well. Okay. If after you have this conversation, it is decided that you two cannot work together, that you cannot be together in the same chat, whatever it is, then part ways. It's okay to divorce your uplines. It's okay to divorce your downlines. It's okay to divorce your sidelines. What's not okay is to have rotten fruits in your business that's going to end up rotting every single other fruit. And everything that you're working so hard for is going to disappear. I've seen it happen so many times, and I do not want to see this happen to more of you. because we all deserve all the great things that this business has to offer to us. But sometimes, as leaders, we need to have those tough conversations. Sometimes, as leaders, we need to be the ones that take the first step and put our walls down and not come to them like, oh, I'm your upline and I'm this and I'm that. And you need, no, you need to chill the fuck down and literally come to them like you're on the same exact level and say, let's solve this. I'm not coming to you as your boss. I'm not coming to you as anything. I'm just coming to you as someone that wants to win and that wants to help you win as well. Can we solve our problems? Can we have communication? Can we grow from this? Because we need the health in our business in order for it to keep on thriving. And I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm like dying. So before that, group chats. I send a message every single morning on the chat. I have a baby. She runs my life, but I still make the time to send a good morning message on my chat every single day. Why? It's just something that I need to do. Every single morning, I need to say good morning. I need to send some tips. I need to encourage them in one way or another. Even if I'm having the most shitty day ever, I need to do it because it's my group chat. But I want, if you're in my group chat or like just look at your own group chat or whatever, I want you guys to look at the group chat that you're in as your own. Even if you have 0 market partners, I still want you to say good morning. I still want you to share the book that you're reading. I still want you to share the podcast. I still want you to say thank you to the person that shared a podcast. I still want you to say good morning to the person that said good morning. I still want you to, be there on the chat. That's how you start learning those leadership skills. When you have zero market partners and you're still showing up and you want your name to be known. If there's an event, go to the event. If there's someone that's in that joined the chat and she's in your same area and you need a running buddy, meet up with this person, grow with this person. We need community. We need community. There is people that literally make like $100 a month in Monet, and they will not leave for anything in the world because the community is what keeps their mental health in check. Because the community is what keeps them, with whatever struggles they're having at home. The community is so much more than we think it is. Personally, to me, I wanted nothing to do with the community. I'm like, I'm good. I just want money. And then I realized that the community was the biggest gift that God could ever have given me, more than the money, more than the big checks, more than how much it changed my life. This community is everything. And I want you guys to see it as for what it is. And I want you to feel like you are a part of this because you are. Every single one of us are on here are following our dreams and we're battling our own battles. So let's help each other. Let's support each other. Let's be active on the chats. Let's share. If you see something on IG that's good, like, oh, this is a great tip for my business, don't just think about yourself. Oh my God, my team would benefit from this so much. Let me send it to them. I personally can only do so much. That I might be the admin on the chat, but I can only do so much. Imagine if all 200 people that are on the chat, each and every single one of us shared one thing that has helped you in your business today. Do you know how many tips you would be receiving? You would be receiving 199 tips from everyone else. And that's what everyone else will be getting from our collaboration, from our teamwork. So let's keep that going. Let's keep growing that culture. If you're going to Monations, meet up with your people. If you see me, come up to me, give me a hug. If I'm not sick, I'm not going to be sick by Monations, I promise. But like, come up to me, say hi to me, go up to anyone that you know, say hi to them, take pictures. Take this opportunity to show the community that we have and honor it. Don't just let the community be all talk. And then you on the inside are over here creating feelings like, oh, that's all such bullshit. This one and this one can't stand each other. This one and this one is talking shit about this one. This one and this. We need to end that. We need to end that. That cannot be going on in this business. Now when we have such a beautiful blessing like Monet, and now when so many people are truly experiencing the beauty of this, do not let a bad fruit ruin the rest of the fruits and ruin your entire harvest. So I see that a lot of you love this
wanna-
call.
I wanted to add something before we got off is to another thing, sometimes we might start the same time as another person does, and you see someone is achieving things quicker than you are. Don't let that bring in like negative thoughts into you, like why her, what, like don't ask those questions. Ask, you guys, life gets better when we ask better questions. Girl, how are you doing that? Like what are your tips? Help me, I want to run with you. If someone else is doing it, it means that you can do it too, you guys. So as soon as you start um getting like jealous, I don't know, I can't think of any other word, right? How is she getting so far and I'm still here? You're just creating that aura for your environment that you're not going to thrive in, you're not going to grow in, you're just going to attract more of that nastiness, right? So give props to them, like Daniel G, I think last week he posted about it too. That's the easiest way to cut off the good things that are coming to you is by having that bad energy within you. So let's continue our amazing culture. Let's stand by everything that we say about how amazing our community is and how amazing our chats are, and let's continue growing this culture and start leading with love, you guys. Leading, I'm gonna get emotional. Leading with love and impacting everyone around us in a positive way, because I'm sure that there's people around you that have seen the way that you have changed, right? And they might not be wanting to do this with you right now, but later on, they're going to be like, you know what? I've seen the way Vanessa has been changing, and there's just something about her. Or, she can be having a conversation with somebody else, and you're like, something that I learned from Vanessa is to blah, 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 right? They're learning that positivity from you, and they're feeding it to other people around them. So let's lead with love. Snip the bad things in the butt. And sometimes as leaders, you guys, we have to just have those uncomfortable conversations, right? And sometimes I know it feels kind of like, I don't really want to do it, but it's better to just snip it in the butt than have it grow. And you can either lose a friendship or just have that like bad energy going on. Like, we're all going to thrive when we are working together, right? We're all a single drop. Okay. All of us are one single drop, but together we are an ocean. And that's something that no one can stop us. Okay. So let's unite, let's work together. Give props to everybody that is winning, right? And you guys, even in the chat, if someone is doing something as simple as like, shout out to my girl, she did her first live, she was so nervous, but she did it anyways. You don't only have to shout out when there's ranks, right? Or when they've qualified for trips. For the little things that someone that it took her a lot of work to do, to talk to somebody about the business, talk to somebody about a VIP, all these little things count, right? So they can get the energy from all of us, like, heck yes, girl, like keep doing it. Heck yes, man, like you got this. All the little wins, you guys, are very, very important, and we're here to celebrate one another and to give each other, like I keep saying, like all the good vibes so that we can continue thriving.
Guys, ego goes last. Okay, take that home. Ego goes last in everything. Anytime you feel any sort of uncomfortable feelings over here, that's your ego. Ego goes last. And especially if you really want to make it to the top in this business, you're going to have to put your head down many times. Even when you don't want to, you're going to have to. And the second that you separate yourself from your ego and you start leading from your heart, from your soul, from your genuine intentions, you're gonna be fine with putting your head down. It's not gonna be a big deal. I've had to put my head down so many times. I'm like, whatever, like it really doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Okay, so thank you all for jumping on this call. I really want you guys to send a message on your group chat and share what you're grateful for. Share what this business has, how this business has changed you. Either it's if you just signed up, there's got to be like something that already changed in you since you signed up. So please, I really do hope that you send a message where you share how this business has impacted you, how this business has changed you, how this business has given you hope, how this community, I don't know, keeps you going every day, how it helped you get out of depression, how it makes you a better mother at home, how it makes you a better wife because you're in a better mood, because you're happier, because you're more fulfilled. Let's celebrate all of that today. Let's all go and shout out how this has benefited us, so everyone else can get that energy. And like, it's contagious, like freaking coronavirus. Let's make our energy that contagious. Okay, have a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.